Okay, let us start. Is my screen visible, Gauri? Gauri, am I audible? Sorry, I did not unmute myself when I was speaking. Okay, is my screen visible? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So, as I informed you, we'll start with unit number 13, that is, May I Take Your Order? The name of the unit is May I Take Your Order, and in this particular unit, we'll be discussing different scenarios in a restaurant. Okay, and how to converse in a restaurant and how to discuss about food. So first thing that we have over here is food items that we are going to talk about, and I'm already hungry somehow. Okay, let's start. Gauri, start from noodles.
काय मॅम काय करायचं?
रीड करायचं फक्त ते फ्रेजेस, जे सेंटेन्सेस तिथे दिलेले आहेत, यू हॅव
अच्छा
टू
रीड
रीड.
करायचं.
येस.
First one is noodles. First made in China around 1000 BCE.
Continue.
Then coffee. First farmed in the Middle East in 850. Chocolate. Brought to Spain from Mexico in 1520. French fries. First made in Belgium around 1680. Sushi. Made modern style sushi first made in Japan in the 1700. The sandwich. Named for the English Earl of Sandwich in 1760. Pizza. First pizzeria in New York City opened in 1895. The hamburger. Invented in Connecticut, USA in 1900.
Very good. So, noodles were first made in China around BCE. What do we mean by BCE? BCE means before Christ era. Okay? तर तुम्ही हे ऐकले असेल इसवी सन आधी असं आपण म्हणतो बरोबर. सो बिफोर क्राइस्ट एरा इज बेसिकली अ हिस्टोरिकल टाइम. ठीक आहे, जे आपण बॅकवर्ड्समध्ये बघतो. मराठीमध्ये त्याला काय म्हणतात मला नाही माहिती, बट बी सी ई म्हणजे बेसिकली आत्ताचा जो एरा आपला चालू आहे तो नाही, आताच्या एराच्या आधी जो आपला एरा चालू होता त्याला बी सी ई म्हटलं जातं. ओके, अँड देन द करंट एरा दॅट वी हॅव इट इज कॉल्ड कॉमन एरा, दॅट इज सी ई, और इट इज कॉल्ड ए डी. ओके, ऑफकोर्स आपण त्याला कॉमनली यूज नाही करत, बिकॉज वेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट आर एरा वी ऑलरेडी नो दॅट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट ए डी और सी ई. Okay, CE is nothing but common era, and AD is nothing but after that or after domino आपण म्हणतात. ठीक आहे, and before Christ era म्हणजे आधी, and it is calculated backwards. Okay, so when we say before 1000 years BCE, that means आतापासून 3000 years आधी. ठीक आहे. Next, coffee is simple, chocolate is simple. Sandwich has a very funny backstory behind it. Do you know that? Okay, so sandwich was named after the English Earl of Sandwich. Okay, English Earl म्हणजे काय, बेसिकली आपले राजा महाराजा जसे असतात ना, so same way we have an English Earl. Okay, now that Earl or that Maharaja basically was very addicted to playing cards. Okay, he was very addicted to playing cards and of course gambling and everything. So he wanted to eat something that म्हणजे तो एवढं म्हणजे त्याला खेळायला आवडायचं की he didn't want to take a break even to eat. Okay, so he wanted something which will not dirty his hands while he is eating. म्हणून की तो कार्ड्स खेळतोय ना, ते कार्ड्स खराब नाही झाले पाहिजे बरोबर. So hence he wanted to eat something that won't dirty his hands or mess with his hands basically. So he invented this sandwich, which is basically all the vegetables or chicken between the bread. Of course, bread ni आपले हाथ खराब नहीं हो बरोबर. So that's how sandwich was invented, and of course it's named after him. Yeah. So it has a very funny, I wouldn't say funny, but the heights of addiction in that story has heights of addiction, I would say, over here. Okay. And of course the French fries are not from France somehow. Now, what are these foods made of? What do you think these food items are made of?
Maida.
What is maida
Maida.
called in English?
फ्लोर. जनरल फ्लोर म्हणजे नाव नाही कळत. जनरल फ्लोरच म्हणतो ना आपण त्याला.
Flour. It's first thing,
फ्लोर.
the pronunciation is flour.
फ्लावर.
Okay. Ha. So flour and
फ्लावर.
flour,
ओके.
both of them have same pronunciations. Okay, they are homophones. Uh, Flour, FLOUR is also called flour, and FLOWER is also called flour. Okay.
ओके.
हाँ,
ओके. फ्लावर.
flower हे थोड़ा सा odd pronunciation है, it's flour. Yeah.
ओके.
And maida in English is called refined flour, or you can also call it all purpose flour, because the सगळ्यामध्ये use होतो ना mostly त्यामुळे. But again, coffee is not made of flour, chocolate is not made of flour. Chocolate is made from cocoa. You might know that, right? It's made from cocoa. Sushi is made from fish and rice, and then sandwiches again made from bread and vegetables. Pizza is made from special pizza dough, and then we have hamburger. Hamburger, हा आपण नॉर्मल बर्गर नाही म्हणतो, आपण हॅमबर्गर म्हणतो. हॅम इज समथिंग डिफरंट देन अ चिकन. ओके. Now we are not going to do the exercise number 2. You have to tell me what are 3 other foods that you enjoy. म्हणजे इथे जे नाही आहेत ते सोडून असे कोणते फूड आयटम्स आहेत विच यू एन्जॉय. It could be anything.
ओके. Foods that I enjoy. Pani puri.
Okay.
Then then puri. Simple puri like masala puri anything. Or
Okay.
uh, Maggie.
Okay. Who doesn't like Maggie?
Maggie.
Okay.
Everyone's favorite.
Exactly. What else?
Puran poli.
Wow. Okay. Great. If you ask me what are 3 other foods that I enjoy, of course I would say chicken. Any chicken dish, I enjoy it basically. Of course, it should be a bit spicy. I don't enjoy it when it's bland or when it's just boiled. Other than that, if you ask me in veg, of course I love shrikhand. I love
Wow.
shrikhand, and of course ice cream. Ice cream and pastries. I love it. Okay, next over here we have.
Enjoy.
Okay, next over here we have a conversation. I want you to quickly read the conversation.
Okay. Uh, One by one, ma'am. Like
No, you read the whole
first
thing
person,
because
then
you are.
again second.
Ha, you read the whole thing
Okay.
because we don't have anyone else today, so you continue.
Okay. Uh, Jeff, say, do you want to get something to eat? Bob, sure, I'm tired of studying. Jeff, so am I. So, what do you think of Indian food? Bob, I love it, but I'm not really in the mood for it today. Jeff, yeah, I'm not either. I guess it's a bit spicy. Bob, do you like Japanese food? Jeff, yeah, I like it a lot. Bob, so do I. And I know a great restaurant near here. It's called Iroha. Jeff, oh, I have always wanted to go there.
Very good. Okay, understood. The conversation is pretty easy. They're talking about different type of cuisines. Okay, now let us quickly listen to the same conversation. But while you listen to the conversation, focus on how they are using so am I, so do I am not either. करेक्ट हे सगळे फ्रेजेस जिथे यूज करतात ना focus on that part because that's what we are going to look at today. Now I have already told you guys before till unit 10 we looked at all the basic phrases, basic sentences, correct? Basic आपल्याला इंग्लिश कसं बोलायचं हे आपण बघितलं. From 11th unit onwards we look at fancy sentences, okay, की वेगळ्या वे मध्ये आपण इंग्लिश कसं बोलू शकतो. So that's what we are going to look at over here. Okay, so while you listen to the conversation pay attention to that also.
Unit 13. May I take your
Is it audible?
Yes, ma'am.
order? Page 86, Exercise 2, Conversation. Getting something to eat. Part A. Listen and practice.
Say, do you want to get something to eat?
Sure, I'm tired of studying.
So am I. So, what do you think of Indian food?
I love it, but I'm not really in the mood for it today.
Yeah, I'm not either, I guess. It's a bit spicy.
Do you like Japanese food?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
So do I, and I know a great restaurant near here. It's called Aroha.
Oh, I've always wanted to go there.
Okay, pretty easy, right? Now we'll listen to the next part of the conversation. Here you have to focus on the question, what time do they decide to have dinner and where do they decide to meet? ठीक है, काय टायमाला ते डिनर करणार आहेत आणि कुठे भेटणार आहेत. That's what you have to listen to.
Page 86, Exercise 2, Part B. Listen to the rest of the conversation. What time do they decide to have dinner? Where do they decide to meet?
So, do you want to eat early or late?
Let's eat early. Then maybe we can go to a movie afterward.
Good idea. Why don't we have dinner around 6?
6 is good. And where do you want to meet?
Let's meet at the restaurant, okay?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Okay. So where do they decide to meet? And what
They
time?
decide to meet at the restaurant.
Okay. And what time
And,
do they decide to have dinner?
and the time is 6 o'clock.
Very good. Okay. Now, as I told you in the conversation, you must have observed they were using the phrases like so, to, neither, either. Correct? Now, that's what we are going to look at, how to use these phrases. Now, it's pretty easy. Okay, when someone makes a statement by saying I like Japanese food a lot, you can say so do I, or you can say I do too. Here you are using these phrases to agree with someone. ठीक आहे, so do I or I do too. आता इथे the word, the helping verb that you will use, which is do, am and can, it will totally depend on the other person on what kind of statement he is making. If he uses basic simple present tense that we have looked at before, he will just say I like Japanese food a lot. So we know in simple present tense we use the helping verb do, so you will use so do I or I do too. Okay, if the person is using is/am/are as his auxiliary verbs by saying I'm crazy about Italian food, then in your response also you will use am. So am I or I am too. Okay, if he is using I can eat really spicy food, then you can say so can I or I can too. Now, of course, as I told you, you're using these phrases to agree with someone. For example, when I told you I like Shrikhand or I like pastries, you also like it. So you felt like saying it back to me, correct? So that's how you will say, so do I or I do too. Okay, that's how you will respond to it. Understood? Now, if you want to disagree with someone Of course, you can just simply go ahead and say, oh, really, I don't like it very much. Or, oh, I'm not crazy about Italian food. Or, really, I can't eat really spicy food. असं पण म्हणू शकतो. Or, you can go ahead and use the phrases like neither, either. Okay? For example, here, if someone is saying, I don't like something. For example, if I tell you that, okay, I don't like bottle gourd. That is dudi. Okay, मला दुधी अजिबात नाही आवडत. And you want to say, मला पण नाही आवडत. Then you will say, I will say, I don't like bottle gourd. You will say, neither do I or I don't either. ठीक आहे. आता neither is already a negative word. So त्याच्यासोबत आपल्याला नॉटची गरज नाही आहे. But either is a positive word. So you will use don't. सेम रूल. सिंपल प्रेझेंट टेन्स आहे तर आपण डू यूज करतोय. ठीक आहे. अगेन इफ आई एम सेइंग आई एम यूजिंग एम, इज एम आर एज माई वर्ब, आई यूज करते हो तो आई विल यूज एम. आई एम नॉट इन द मूड फॉर इंडियन फूड, सो यू विल से नाइदर एम आई और आई एम नॉट ईदर. ठीक आहे. नाइदर नीदर दोन्ही प्रोनाउन्सिएशन्स करेक्ट आहेत त्याचे. डोंट गेट कन्फ्यूज विथ दॅट. ठीक आहे. आय कांट स्टँड फास्ट फूड. आय कांट स्टँड फास्ट फूड म्हणजे मी सहन नाही करू शकत फास्ट फूड. या. Neither can I or I can't either. That's how you will respond to it. But say if someone is saying no, or he or she doesn't like something, then you can go ahead and say, if you want to agree with that thing, you can just use the phrases which I just told you. But if you want to disagree with it, you want to say no, I like salty food, then you will say, oh, I like it a lot, or really I am, म्हणजे मला इंडियन फूड खायचं आहे. Oh, I love it. If someone is saying I can't stand fast food, you will say I love it if you like it. That's how you will agree or disagree with someone. Understood? Very basic phrases, but very complicated when it comes to using. Yeah, many students get confused with this part. Now, write down the rules quickly and the sentence structures also, which are very, very important for you. आता सो यूज करतोय तो सो स्टार्टला येणार आणि आपला मेन जो सब्जेक्ट आहे तो एंडला येतोय. सो डू आय, सो एम आय, सो कॅन आय, असं. ठीक आहे. पण टू जर आपण यूज करतोय तर टूचं प्लेसमेंट एंडला येणार. आय कॅन टू. ओके. आणि जर आपण लिहितोय तर कॉमा यूज करणार आपण मध्ये. अंडरस्टूड? जस्ट राईट इट क्विकली. Tell me once you're done writing.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Next, the rules for neither and either. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now,
ते
quickly.
थोडंसं कन्फ्युजिंग आहे मॅम म्हणजे
Yes.
निदर आणि इदरचं.
हां, neither and neitherचं थोडंसं कन्फ्युजिंग आहे. द वे आय टोल्ड यू, कोणीतरी डिसएग्री करते काही गोष्टीसोबत अँड यू आर एग्रीइंग विथ दॅट पर्सन. ठीक आहे. फॉर एक्झाम्पल आय से आय डोंट लाईक समथिंग आणि तुम्हाला पण म्हणायचं आहे की तुम्हाला पण ते नाही आवडत. देन यू विल यूज नीदर डू आय, नीदर एम आय, नीदर कॅन आय. ठीक आहे. डिपेंडिंग ऑन द फ्रेज दॅट दी स्पीकर इज युझिंग. ओके. ईदर, ईदर हे पॉझिटिव्ह वर्ड आहे बरोबर. तर त्यासाठी तुम्ही नॉट यूज करणार मध्ये. आय कांट ईदर, आय एम नॉट ईदर, आय कांट ईदर. ठीक आहे. आय डोंट ईदर असं करून. सो यू नीड दॅट नॉट वर्ड टू से की मला पण नाही आवडत. या. सो ट्राय डुईंग दिस एक्सरसाइज. you will get a, you'll get a hold of it. ठीक है. Look at the statements. You have to show agreement with these statements. Tell me once you're done.
Ma'am, I think I got it.
You got it right. I told you ना एक्सरसाइज केलं की मग थोडंसं बेटर समजून येतं. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tell me your answers.
First one. Mm, I'm not crazy about French food. Neither am I.
Very good.
I can eat any kind of food. So can I.
Very good.
I think Mexican food is delicious. So do I. Is it correct, ma'am? So do
Yes.
I.
Yes.
Okay, got it. I can't stand greasy food.
Greasy food म्हणजे तेलकट food.
Okay. I can't either.
Very good.
I don't like salty food.
Mm-hmm.
Neither do I.
Very good.
I'm in the mood for something spicy. So am I.
Hmm.
I'm tired of fast food. So am I.
Hmm.
I don't enjoy rich food very much.
Mm-hmm.
Neither do I.
Very good.
I always eat healthy food. So do I.
Hmm.
I can't eat bland food. Uh, I can't either, or neither can I. Is it right now?
Both are correct.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
It's very easy. Once you understand the knack of using it, it's very easy. फक्त ते समजून घेणं स्टार्टला हे खूप इम्पॉर्टंट आहे. जर ते नाही समजलं ना मग खूप कठीण जातं ते. ठीक आहे? Okay, great. Next, we have the pronunciation rules for this. Okay, now whenever we are making these sentences, the pronunciation stress that we have in these responses is more on the last part of it. Okay, so if I say I do too, too वरती जास्त stress आहे. I am too, I can too, so do I, so am I, so can I. Okay, same way if I'm saying I don't either, either वरती जास्त stress आहे आणि neither do I, then I वरती जास्त stress आहे. So basically जो end part आहे आपला त्याच्यावरती जास्त stress आहे. That's the only thing that you need to know over here. Understood? Clear? Next we have word power exercise. This exercise is very easy. Try to do this exercise for homework. Okay. आता या exercise या unitशी in the folder you will find many vocabulary exercises also. Okay, in the folder, in the drive folder. So make sure you go through them also. बिकॉज फूड बद्दल आपल्याला खूप सारे वर्ब्स आहेत जे आपल्याला माहिती पाहिजे, खूप सारे वर्डिंग्स आहेत जे आपल्याला माहिती पाहिजे. त्यासाठी ह्याचे वोकॅबलरी वर्कशीट जे आहेत ना ते जरा जास्त आहेत. ठीक आहे, because it's not only about food but it's also about our restaurant etiquettes that we need to follow. Correct? That is the reason you have many vocabulary exercises attached to this. Clear? Okay, next over here again we have
मॅम
a
एक मिनिट.
sure sure
कुठे आहे ते vocabulary list
आपले
म्हणजे?
युनिट नंबर 13 चे फोल्डर मध्ये
ओके.
ड्राईव्ह फोल्डर, गुगल ड्राईव्ह फोल्डर आपले. ठीक आहे, जिथे सगळे वर्कशीट्स आहेत आपले. या नाव you have a conversation over here again. Quickly read the conversation.
Server, may I take your order? Customer, yes, I would like the
I would
spice.
like
I would like the spicy fish and rice. Server, all right. And would you like a salad? Customer, yes, I will have a mixed green salad. Server, okay. What kind of dressing would you like? We we have blue cheese and
vinaigrette.
vine- vinaigrette.
Vinaigrette.
Vinaigrette. Customer, blue cheese please. Blue cheese please. Server, and would you like anything to drink? Customer, yes, I would like a large iced tea please.
Okay, easy conversation, but this is very important conversation because whenever you go to a foreign country, of course these are the phrases that you should use. And not only foreign country, if you go to KFC, if you go to McD, they usually English मध्ये बोलतात, बरोबर? And this is how your conversation should be. Okay, of course he or she will start with may I take your order, then you will say, instead of saying I want, you will say I would like the spicy fish and rice or whatever you like. And of course they will ask you would you like something to drink, would you like something to for starters, असं करून ते विचारतात. You might know that. Then you will say yes I will have so and so. What kind of dressing would you like? Now dressing आपण वुंड वरची ड्रेसिंग नाही बोलत आहे, घालण्याची ड्रेसिंग पण नाही बोलत आहे. वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट सॅलेड ड्रेसिंग अँड दॅट वर्ड इज सॅलेड. ओके, सलाड नाही आहे ते, सॅलेड. So we are talking about salad dressing over here. Okay, salad dressing is nothing but जे वेगळे वेगळे sauces यूज केले जातात to give that flavor to that salad. Okay, so here they are talking about blue cheese and vinaigrette. आता ते काय असतात you can google them later. Okay, की हे कोणत्या टाईपचे ड्रेसिंग असतात. ड्रेसिंग खूप प्रकारचे येतात. Yeah, I don't like salad so don't ask me how it tastes. Yeah. And next he asks, would you like anything to drink? Then he says, yes, I would like a large iced tea, please. Now we will quickly listen to the same conversation first, and then we will listen to the second part of the conversation where the server is talking to the next customer, and we'll focus on the question, what does she order? Let us firstly look at the same conversation over here. Just give me 1 second.
Page 88, Exercise 6, Conversation. Ordering a meal. Part A. Listen and practice.
May I take your order?
Yes, I'd like the spicy fish and rice.
All right. And would you like a salad?
Yes, I'll have a mixed green salad.
Okay. What kind of dressing would you like? We have blue cheese and vinaigrette.
Blue cheese, please.
And would you like anything to drink?
Yes, I'd like a large iced tea, please.
Yeah, clear? Now we'll listen to the second part of the conversation.
Page 88, Exercise 6, Part B. Listen to the server talk to the next customer. What does she order?
Are you ready to order?
Yes, I think so. I'd like a cheeseburger, please.
Would you like today's special? A cheeseburger and fries?
No fries for me, but I'll take a small potato salad.
Okay. Anything to drink?
Yeah, I'll have a large iced coffee, please.
And how about some dessert? We have pie, cake, and ice cream.
No thanks. I'm trying to watch my weight.
Okay, I'm trying to watch my weight, manje. Of course, she's trying to diet after ordering so many things, just like me. Yeah. Okay. The conversation was pretty easy, but still, what does she order?
She ordered cheeseburger, potato salad, and iced coffee.
Very good. Okay. Now, while looking at the conversation, you must have observed they were using the phrases like may, then will, would you like, then he said I would like. Correct? All these kind of phrases. That's what we are going to look at today. How to use would and will for requests. We have already looked at some of the modal verbs in the previous units. Make sure you go through the recording so that you are clear with how to use them. Okay? Now, of course, most of the times when we are in a restaurant setting, we use would and will to put forward our request. Okay, for example, if we are asking a question, we will say, what would you like to have? Then we will say as a response, I would like the fish and rice. Whatever you want to order, you will include the name of the dish over there. Or you will say, I will have a small salad. ठीक आहे, I will have आणि जे काय खायचं आहे ते त्याच्या पुढे येणार. ठीक आहे. Same way, if someone asks you, what would you like to drink? Or what kind of dressing would you like? You will say, I would like dash dash dash. I will have dash dash dash. Okay. What would you like to drink? Same way, I would like an iced coffee or iced tea, or I will have a coffee. Okay. Would you like anything else? If you want to respond yes, you will say yes, I would like some water, or I would like some desserts, whatever you want. Or if you want to say ki ajun kahi nokoy, then you will say no thank you, that will be all. That's how you will respond. That will be all. That's how you will respond to it. Clear? बेसिकली हे कॉन्व्हर्सेशन्स रेस्टॉरंट सेटिंगमध्ये खूप इम्पॉर्टंट असतात. वेन वी गो टू अ 5 स्टार, वेन वी गो टू अ सेल्फ सर्विस restaurants. Correct? Yeah. Now write down the rules for it quickly. Whenever we are requesting something, जर कोणी would नी आन्सर स्टार्ट करत आहे, क्वेश्चन स्टार्ट करत आहे, then we will reply with will. ठीक है? That's the only rule that you need to know over here, which is important. Would you like to have anything else? I will have असं करून you will answer to it. Or I would like to have असं करून. ठीक है?
म्हणजे वुडनी नाही द्यायचा आन्सर.
Necessary नहीं है. You can also reply with will. Okay? You can say, of course, I would like to have a small salad, but you can also say, I will have a small salad. पण इथे मग आपण have use करतोय. Done? Okay. Now, quickly try doing this exercise. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me your answers quickly.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me your answers quickly.
What would you like to order?
Mm-hmm.
I will have the spicy chicken.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like? Rice or potatoes? I would like rice, please.
Very good.
मॅम लाईक असेल तर वूड लिहायचं राईट
बरोबर,
आणि
बरोबर.
ओके
आणि have असेल तर will.
ओके ओके अँड व्हॉट वुड यू लाईक नाही वुड यू लाईक एनिथिंग टू ड्रिंक I will just have a glass of water.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like anything else? No, that will be all for now. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like dessert? Yes, I would like ice cream. What flavor would you like? I will have strawberry, please.
Very good. Understood how to use it? It's
Yes,
very
ma'am.
easy, but you just need to understand how to use it. Okay. Have सोबत will यूज होणार आहे आणि would सोबत like यूज होतं जे आपण युनिट 4 मध्ये ऑलरेडी बघितलं आहे. Okay, so of course there is no confusion in that. Now along with this, I have also shared two videos in our group. Okay, those videos are very interesting. Do go through them. They are like one video is longer, 46 minutes a video आहे तो, but it is very interesting and very important video, especially when you go for family dinners, when you go for dinners with your colleagues, or say even if with your partner or your friends when they invite you for फॉर्मल गेट टुगेदर्स करेक्ट त्यांचं फॅमिली कॉर्पोरेट डायनिंग्स पण होतात खूप वेळा सो दीज काइंड ऑफ एथिकेट्स डायनिंग एथिकेट्स आर व्हेरी व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट ऑफकोर्स इन इंडिया वी डोंट फॉलो देम बट ट्रस्ट मी दे आर व्हेरी व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट लाईक अ पर्सन कॅन टोटली जज यू ऑन वॉट यू डू ॲट द टेबल ठीक आहे आय कुड जस्ट टेल यू ॲज सिम्पल आणि खूप वेळा आपल्याला पण कन्फ्युजन होतं या तिकीट्सवरनं जसं की डायनिंग टेबलवरती आपण जेव्हा बसतो we are not supposed to keep our elbows on the table. We don't know this rule. आपण डायनिंग टेबलला जातो जेव्हा जातो आपण एल्बोज ठेवतो आणि आपण जेवतो बरोबर नाव दॅट्स ethically that's not we are supposed that's not something that we are supposed to do. Second thing आपण when we go for fine dining they always give you hand napkin correct we don't know where to place that hand napkin कधी कधी आपण मानेला लावतो जसे लहान मुलांना लावतात कधी कधी आपण खाली ठेवतो कधी कधी असं साईडला ठेवून देतो आपण यूज नाही करत सो दीज आर व्हेरी बेसिक कन्फ्युजन्स जे आपल्याला असतात जेव्हा आपण मोठ्या रेस्टॉरंटमध्ये जातो आणि हे सगळे गोष्टी आपण बघतो नाव इफ यू हॅव एव्हर बीन टू अ 5 स्टार और अ बिगर रेस्टॉरंट और अ फाईन डायनिंग रेस्टॉरंट यू माइट नो की तिथे खूप सारे स्पून्स खूप सारे नाईव्स आणि खूप सारे फोक्स पण ठेवले जातात सो वेन यू लुक ॲट दॅम यू ॲक्च्युली डोंट नो विच वन यू आर सपोज टू यूज फॉर मेन कोर्स विच वन यू आर सपोज टू यूज फॉर desserts or any other kind of items. If you have ever been to Mahesh Lunch Home, do you eat non-veg?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay.
No.
then you are then you are safe. I went to Mahesh Lunch Home. It's supposed to be a famous restaurant for seafood. Okay. So I went to it when I was very very young and तिथे मी एवढे सगळे टूल्स बघितले जे क्रॅब वगैरे खाण्यासाठी असतं आय वॉज व्हेरी मच सरप्राईज बाय इट सो you should know where to use these things okay that's the reason just go through that video it will be beneficial for you okay it will be helpful for you Gauri are you there I think I lost you ah yeah huh can you hear me you are on mute Gauri
मॅम ॲक्च्युली नेटवर्क गेलं होतं
yes because of
थोडा
rains
स्पाइस
everyone is facing everyone is facing a network issue today thankfully माझं network चालतंय yes another डिफिकल्टी और कन्फ्युजन दॅट वी हॅव इज की आपण युजली रेस्टॉरंट्समध्ये जातो तेव्हा आपण आपली पर्स घेऊन जातो बरोबर की पर्स आपण ती कुठे ठेवायची हा रूल पण आपल्याला माहीत नसतो देर इज अ रूल फॉर इट बट वी डोंट फॉलो दॅट रूल अँड ऑफकोर्स वी डोंट नो दॅट रूल दॅट इज द रिझन वी डोंट फॉलो इट खूप वेळा आपण जस्ट टेबलवरती ठेवून देतो किंवा बाजूच्या सीटवरती ठेवून देतो किंवा आपण खाली ठेवून देतो नाव पर्स or any kind of bag you're not supposed to keep it down anytime why of course ते थोडंसं ॲस्ट्रोलॉजी प्रमाणे पण ते नसतं करायचं आपण बिकॉज पर्स बिकॉज यू कीप युअर मनी इट्स नेवर सपोज टू टच द ग्राउंड यू सपोज टू कीप इट ऑन अ टेबल और एनिथिंग विच इज एलिव्हेटेड ऑफकोर्स यू विल नॉट कीप युअर पर्स डाऊन युजली आपले पर्सेस जे असतात ते महाग असतात आणि चांगलेवाले असतात पाय लागू शकतात आपले किंवा वेटरचे सो वी आर नॉट सपोज टू कीप इट डाऊन सो अगेन इट ऑल्सो हॅज अन ॲथिकेट की आपण ती पर्स कुठे ठेवली पाहिजे सो जस्ट गो टू दॅट व्हिडिओ इट्स व्हेरी इंटरेस्टिंग यू विल गेट टू लर्न अ लॉट ठीक आहे अँड दीज एथिकेट्स आर इम्पॉर्टंट जरी आपण छोट्या मोठ्या रेस्टॉरंटमध्ये गेलो तरी हे आपण फॉलो केलं पाहिजे आय वुड से okay
Yes, ma'am.
here last exercise of this unit we have the listening exercise now over here you have to listen to Rex and Hannah who are in a restaurant of course and they are ordering now you have to write down what did each of them order ठीक आहे ते जे काही ऑर्डर करतात ते तुम्हाला लिहून काढायचं आहे बेसिकली over here clear I'll play the conversation just give me 1 second माझा पण नेट अटकतो थोडासा
Page 90, Exercise 9, Listening.
Is it audible?
Let's
Yes, ma'am.
order. Part A. Listen to Rex and Hannah order in a restaurant. What did each of them order? Fill in their check.
Hi, may I take your order?
Yes, I'll have a cup of coffee.
Cream and sugar?
Oh, yes, please.
And you?
I'd like a chicken sandwich. And I'll have some chips. Oh, you call them French fries here, right? I'll have some French fries, please.
All right. 1 coffee with cream and sugar and a chicken sandwich with French fries. Anything else?
Yes. I'd like an iced tea, please.
1 iced tea. Thank you.
Oh, wait a minute. What kind of desserts do you have?
Well, we have pie, cake, ice cream, chocolate mousse.
Ooh, what kind of pie do you have?
I think today we have apple, cherry, lemon.
I think I'll have a piece of apple pie with my coffee. How about you, Hannah?
Oh, maybe I'll have a piece later. Or I'll have some of yours.
Then it's 1 coffee, 1 apple pie, 1 chicken sandwich, an order of French fries, and an iced tea, right?
Yes, thank you.
Thanks.
Page 90.
Okay, now we are going to listen to the second part of the conversation over here. You have to circle 2 items that the server forgot to bring. म्हणजे तो basically 2 गोष्टी आणायला विसरलेला आहे. You just have to circle them, okay?
Exercise 9, Part B. Listen to the rest of the conversation. Circle the 2 items that the server forgot to bring.
Oh, here comes our server.
Yeah, I wondered what took so long.
Phew, here you are.
I ordered French fries with my chicken sandwich. And you brought me noodles.
Oh, you ordered French fries?
Yes.
And could I have the apple pie I ordered?
What apple pie? Did you order apple pie?
Uh-huh, yeah, I did with my coffee.
Really? How did I forget that?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes?
How long have you been a server?
Who, me? Oh, today is my first day. Well, I'll get your apple pie and the French fries right away. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, thanks. Good luck.
Thanks.
So, what did he forget? What did he forgot to bring?
He forgot to bring French fries and apple pie.
Very good. Okay, it was his first day, so of course he forgot that. Now, for over here, you have a writing exercise. Now, for this writing exercise, instead of writing a review for a restaurant, what you're going to do is you're going to write a review for Susmita's classes instead. Okay. I know you have missed out on few sessions, but overall, जे काही तुम्ही attend केले त्याप्रमाणे try to write a short review of it. Of course, you will mention the name of the institute, you will mention when you started the course, you will mention which course you took up, then you will also mention, of course I was your trainer, Susmita. You'll mention that, and you will mention your overall experience and what did you like about it. आता हे आतासाठी कुठे नाही टाकायचं, you have to just send it to me on chat or you have to post it on the WhatsApp group that we have. Okay, either send it to me on personal chat or post it on the WhatsApp group. ठीक है? Understood? Yes, that's what you have to do. Instead of writing a review for a restaurant, you will be writing a review for our class because that's what you have experienced, correct? Ata the restaurant that you might have been to, I might not know that restaurant, correct? So it's easier this way. Yeah? And that's something that you will do for writing exercise. This is for homework, of course, and then you will complete the reading exercise. Okay, clear? For homework, and we are done with unit number 13. This was a very easy unit because याच्यामध्ये ग्रामर आपल्याला काही नाही येते शिकवायला, ओनली वुड आणि विलचा पार्ट होता, बट ते पण आपल्यासाठी रिव्हिजन होतं बिकॉज आपण वुड ऑलरेडी पहिलं बघितलेलं आहे, करेक्ट? व्हेरी लॉंग बॅक, बट वी हॅव ऑलरेडी लुक्ड ॲट इट, अँड ऑफकोर्स विल पण आपण बघितलेलं आहे पहिलं कसं यूज करतात ते. क्लिअर? Over the weekend, make sure that you revise everything. First thing, tomorrow we do not have a class, but I'm going to take a class on Saturday. I have already informed in the group. Okay, and if possible on Sunday also. But Saturday चं मी आतापर्यंत sure सांगू शकते. Sunday again not everyone is available, so I'm not giving a surety over there. ठीक है? So
टाइम काय आहे सॅटर्डेचा?
मी अपडेट करू का उद्यापर्यंत? मला अजून सॅटर्डेचं माझं
चालेल.
शेड्यूल नाही माहिती आहे. तर मोस्टली इव्हनिंगलाच घेईन मी. बट इफ यू गाईज वॉन्ट टू कीप इट इन द मॉर्निंग ऑर समथिंग, यू गाईज लेट मी नो. ठीक आहे, म्हणून की मला
मॉर्निंगला झालं तर बरं होईल, म्हणजे मॉर्निंग असेल तर.
इवन आय फील सो, बिकॉज मला इव्हनिंगला अजून कोणतं सेशन नाही आहे. सो इट वुड बी बेटर फॉर मी ऑल्सो इफ इट्स इन द मॉर्निंग. बट लेट सी, म्हणजे माझे सगळेच क्लासेस मी मॉर्निंगला अरेंज केलेले आहेत, तर त्यामुळे थोडंसं ते पण डिफिकल्ट आहे. सो लेट मी ऑल्सो सी वॉट आय कॅन डू फॉर यू गाईज. अँड ऑफकोर्स आय विल मेसेज इन द ग्रुप ऑल्सो अँड आस्क यू गाईज की तुम्हाला कोणता टाईम प्रिफर्ड आहे. ठीक आहे, नाहीतर मग आपला 8 o'clockचाच राहील, सकाळी कोणी अवेलेबल नसेल तर. या Okay, then we'll stop over here. But make sure you revise. Make sure you complete all the vocabulary exercises also. They are very very important. म्हणून की हे आपण डेली लाईफमध्ये यूज करतो, बरोबर? त्यामुळे हे खूप इम्पॉर्टंट आहे आपल्यासाठी. अँड अलॉंग विथ दॅट गो थ्रू द व्हिडिओज ऑल्सो दॅट आय हॅव शेअर्ड विथ यू. ओके ओके,
ओके मॅम.
बाय बाय देन.
बाय बाय. गुड नाईट.
गुड नाईट. बाय.
गुड नाईट.